What is up, my friends? It is Saturday night and you are very welcome along to our late night news roundup here on Anfield Agenda. Tonight we're going to be talking about Darwin Núñez's future and ask, is he Napoli bound? We're then going to be giving you updates on the likes of Benjamin Sesko, Florian Wirtz a little bit. We're going to be speaking about Conor Bradley and his new deal, of course, and a little bit on the future of Benjamin Sesko and why there are Premier League clubs very interested in him. That and lots more to come up over the next few minutes, but you know the score. I want to know your thoughts. So do feel free to let me know in the comment section. Drop a like on the video if you enjoy it, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Right, I'm not going to hang around. I'm going to jump straight into it. Fabrizio Romano has said that Napoli have reached out to Liverpool to explore the possibility of signing Darwin Núñez. Now, we know that Federico Chiesa is likely to stay at Anfield, at least according to our manager Arne Slot anyway, who last night said, yes, he has a future here, absolutely. So, if Napoli aren't going to get him, maybe they have turned their attention to Darwin, and genuinely I can see him and the Napoli fans clicking and getting on, and I can see Serie A suiting his ability. So, have they got the money? Well, yes, they do have that Kavicha Kvaratskhelia money, probably still burning a hole in their pocket. So let's wait and see how this one develops. But we know Saudi are interested. We know Atleti are potentially interested. We know Napoli are interested. So Darwin Núñez's future is also irreparable, according to Fabrizio Romano. So he will 100% be departing. But no talk as of just yet on a potential price for Darwin. Let me know in the comments what you think a fair valuation would be for Darwin Núñez. For me, I think Liverpool will probably bite your hand off at this point for 50 million quid. But what I don't want to happen is this to be another one of those moves to this area that is a loan with a potential or an obligation that they can wiggle out of. If he leaves this summer, which he will, hopefully it is on a permanent basis. Now let's move on a little bit to XAVI SIMONS. So Bayern Munich are now eyeing him as a potential alternative should they lose the race for Florian Wirtz. Fabrizio Romano said that SIMONS is expected to leave Leipzig this summer, and there is interest from Bayern only in case their top target Florian Wirtz, who is their top target, cannot be gotten. Now, what we don't know yet is what Florian Wirtz's future is, but what we do know is Lewis Steele is reported to say that the money is absolutely there for Liverpool to sign Florian Wirtz. I hope this one happens. We ran a bit of an interesting poll tonight on the channel where we asked, if I gave you the option of us signing a Julian Alvarez and Ryan Cherky, or Florian Wirtz and João Pedro, which one would you go for? Because my belief would be if we spent a lot of money bringing in a creative player like Wirtz or a 9.5, then you would probably see, if any, a lesser extent spent or a lesser amount of money spent on a centre forward. João Pedro reportedly available for just 30 million quid, according to some reports, and the answer was that people more wanted to bring in Florian Wirtz and João Pedro over the other choice. So let me know what you think in the comment section. Right, we mentioned this one. Fabrizio Romano said Napoli knows everything about Darwin Núñez's salary. They're informed. They're informed on everything. He broke up with Liverpool. The relationship is irreparable. Look, again, don't let the door hit you on the way out, Darwin. Don't try and hit it because you might miss and you'll probably be offside. But either way, right, again, Fabrizio Romano said Napoli are one of the clubs informed on the situation, and like I've said, it's irreparable. He did also give an update on the future of Kevin De Bruyne and said that Liverpool are not in the mix for Kevin De Bruyne. There have been no conversations, according to Romano, though he was asked after the City game today, you know, is there a chance he stays in the Premier League? And I think he was a bit coy in his answer. So maybe Aston Villa or other Premier League clubs are having a bit of interest in Kevin De Bruyne. But, you know, if we're going to be trying to bring in Florian Wirtz, don't have room in there for Kevin De Bruyne. Now, we did break the news earlier on to you guys. Well, we didn't break the news, excuse me. We repeated the news to you guys about Conor Bradley's new contract. It is a 4-year extension. Congratulations to him. We also have the news that Jeremy Frimpong will be coming into Liverpool in the next day or two to complete his medical and all the other formalities. Release clause being triggered with with Leverkusen. I'm stumbling over my words here, but I'm really excited because there's so much news happening. So this piece here from our friends at LFC Transfer Room posted to say, just a reminder that it was reported many times early in the season, Arne Slot had kept in contact with Frimpong to try and get him to join Liverpool. Love the fact that this manager will be so active in the transfer process and will get involved as much as Klopp did. And I agree with our friends at LFC Transfer Room. It is fantastic that Arne Slot is maybe playing a little part in it. So we know now we've got the right side boxed off. We still wait to see what the story is with Kirkes on the left side. It is believed that Bournemouth are going to ask £45 million for him. Liverpool do have other options though. Jarell Haddo, somebody who's been spoken about. But why not be greedy and get both? Now, the thing that concerns me the most right now as a Liverpool fan is the future of Ibrahim Konate. I still can't quite figure out exactly why those negotiations that were close to being concluded suddenly stonewalled and haven't improved since. Has somebody else gotten in his ear? Has he readjusted his wage demands? Either way, Liverpool have to be decisive in this and get it resolved as soon as possible. Now, sometimes you got to look to Twitter and you got to find the funny posts. And sometimes these things, well, they are just worth bringing up. And this is one of those. So at FYTBVRO on X said, we're actually 35 million FC. Frimpong, 35 million. Marmadashvili, 35 million in euro. McAllister, 35 million, but that was in pounds, so we're being a bit fast and loose here. But let's keep going. 35 million for Gravenberch, for Gakpo, for Diaz, for Konate, for Firmino, for Salah, for Mane, for Wijnaldum, and for Oxlade-Chamberlain. Now look, the biggest robbery of all there is the money that we paid for Alexis McAllister because of the release clause in his Brighton contract. We absolutely rinsed them. Now the last thing that I have for you is this coming from Fabrizio Romano again. Both XAVI Simons and Benjamin Sesko are expected to leave Leipzig this summer. Several Premier League clubs are in the mix for both of them. So I don't know if Liverpool are one of those actively pursuing Benjamin Sesko. We know, of course, that Jurgen Klopp could give us a glowing reference on him if we needed it. Arsenal have been another club interested. XAVI Simons, honestly, just doesn't really excite me in the prospect of him joining Liverpool. Don't know how you guys feel about it, but at 70 million quid, I don't really think that there's too much value in it. Sesko's going to be an interesting one, though. If he leaves Leipzig, where is he going to go? If it's not Liverpool and it's not Arsenal, who else in the Premier League would be able to attract him to join and pay the money, which is rumoured to be substantial? And Leipzig have no European football next season after the final day of the Bundesliga today. So let us know your thoughts on that and everything else that we've spoken about. It was supposed to be my day off today, but of course, when you get to here we go on the transfers, you got to jump on and celebrate and enjoy with people. Let me know your thoughts again on the FA Cup final earlier on. Congratulations to Crystal Palace. It's going to be the hangover derby, the last game of the season when they come to Anfield. What about a guard of honour that's followed by a reverse guard of honour? And then we all meet in the centre circle and have a minute's silence for Pep Guardiola and Manchester City's, well, pathetically bad season. I'm here for it, ladies and gents. That's all I'm saying. I will see you guys tomorrow. Now it's over to you. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Drop a like if you've enjoyed the video. And again, a massive thank you for all of your support throughout the season. We'll talk soon. Bye-bye.